Recording. Alright guys, thank you all for waiting almost a year. Welcome back to how's this show called again?
Cyberpunky was friends?
No, that's the other one. Let's see.
He hasn't been on one of these for a year, that's why he doesn't know.
Exactly. Anyways, it will come up. So we got Shinja today, and we also have Odakid.
Hello.
So yeah, Shinja, today we're going to be talking about a really cool anime, and it's a long name. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? The answer is clearly no.
No.
I approve all of this. So this anime centers around our protagonist, Bell Crannel. He's this young adventurer who wants to become a hero because he's heard many tales of heroes from his grandfather. And his grandfather is basically the one that's put in his head that, like, oh, you should go, become a hero and save a girl or a woman inside of a dungeon or whatever. So, in this world, we have gods that live on the earth. Like, and a lot of the gods are like based on Greek mythology gods. And also like Roman gods and Hestia, Zeus. We got Hermes, a bunch of different gods, and they have different families. And so, depending on like the wealth and powers of that god, and also how many family members they have, dictates how important they are. Bell belongs to the Hestia family, and he is the only member of the Hestia family. And they don't have a house or anything. They have like this crummy, abandoned church, basically, that's broken down. To build a name for themselves, Bell and other adventurers have to go into this dungeon that has several floors. And in it, they defeat monsters, and by defeating monsters, they get their crystals, which they can then exchange for money, and that goes back to the family. So the whole point of this, is to just try to get as deep as you can into the dungeon. But as the deeper you go, it's more dangerous. You face tougher enemies. You could die, but you also get stronger slowly, like. Bell's like level 1, and you can, at the beginning of the series, fairly make it past like, 5 floors, if even.
Right.
So, he gets picked on because of that. Shall I keep going, or?
Of course, before that, so we can actually, we can say that this is an isekai?
No, it's not an isekai, because an isekai you would have to start in a different world. He was born in this world, yeah.
Exactly, right.
But it's like if you like isekais, you'll probably like this because it's that fantasy setting.
So so our protagonist is a kid.
Yeah, but he's special.
Yeah, he is
He
special.
has a skill that no one else has.
Yeah, he's like 15. I think he's 15 or 16. He's not an adult.
No,
he's
not an adult.
a teenager. But yeah, he gets a skill. Like the anime has a lot of RPG elements.
Yes.
Like I mentioned levels earlier, and basically levels work kind of like they do in a game. Like you go in, you fight, and you gain some experience points.
Mm-hmm.
But your god tattoos your like information, your status on your back. So it's a really interesting way to think about like, oh, like this is how like actual stats could work in a
Right.
real setting.
Exactly. So,
Yeah, depending on your beliefs, it affects your skills.
Indeed. So there's a lot of waifus in this.
No, yeah. It's
In this
it's like a
anime.
semi-harem.
Yeah. And basically all the girls are.
There's only one guy.
Yeah, exactly. There's only one guy.
Yeah.
And all these girls were like, and I think it was this season. There was one episode that all the girls were calling him. I don't know what episode was that, but damn it, like every guy would wish would be him. So,
Yeah, no, he's got all the girls like,
Yeah.
you know, like depending on him and like, you know, they, what, like I think it was season 2. There was basically literally like a horde of Amazonian women
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to sleep with him.
Yeah, this is PG-13. It doesn't get that far. So.
Yeah, no, you won't like it's pretty tame, you know, for like a harem anime. Like there is no nudity as far as I know, like, or that I can remember.
Well, there's penny
Don't.
shots.
Yeah,
There are
so,
penny
yeah,
shots.
there is.
There's lolis with big plots.
Yeah. Like the one in the last season.
Last season, the loli did not have plot. The new loli,
Yeah, the one with the blue
But-
hair.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like she's a monster,
Yeah.
so that automatically is a different fetish.
Yeah.
But yeah, the story, like, you know, it gets interesting because like Belle goes from like this nobody character to all of a sudden like, you know, everyone's like looking at him, expecting great things from him, and there's like
Yeah.
some mysterious things going on in the background with the gods. Like they all have their eyes on him.
Isn't it because of the skill? I think his skill makes him more powerful depending on his feelings.
Yeah, the skill basically triggers when he is about to do something heroic, like, or that he believes is like heroic.
Exactly. Except for the last fight.
So, like, I feel like there's definitely something like special about it, but I feel like there's something more that they haven't revealed in the anime yet, because like, you know, Hermes, for example, he keeps alluding to like something that Zeus kept saying in the past, or the wishes of Zeus.
Yeah.
You know, we don't really know much of the history on Belle's grandfather either, or his parents, like who they are. You know, like all we just know is that Belle, like, all of a sudden just was, you know, part of the Hestia family.
Right.
Yeah, feels like there's things that we haven't learned yet that make Belle more of an interesting character.
Yeah, they call it a better good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It gets annoying in time because they're all girls and they're like very good, very good. Oh my gosh. So let's talk a bit about the fights.
Well,
If you remember, like, yeah, exactly. The
Like-
latest one that I can remember is the last one. Like,
yeah.
it's this anime comes and goes really. It has a gap of releasing the anime, and then you have to wait a long time.
To wait about a year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, between season 1 and 2, like, it was a long
Yeah.
wait.
But 2 and 3 came out fast.
Yeah,
It
2 and
did,
3
yeah.
was much quicker.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fights, they're really well choreographed. They're not CG.
Yeah. No, CG.
And I don't mean like, you know, like technically it's all CG, but it's not like the Attack on Titan CG.
Oh, let's not talk about that. Oh.
That's a controversial topic at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah, it's. I mean.
I liked it.
Oh my god.
It's I don't think it's as
It's
bad
debatable.
as
It's-
everyone's. Yeah.
It's debatable. It's not. It's
I've
not
seen
as
worse.
bad. I've seen worse
Yes.
too. I've seen worse. This is.
Like
I mean.
Berserk.
Yep.
I've seen worse than that. There's a new anime that came out. It's all CGI, man. Is horrible. I
Looks
couldn't get
fan made. Looks
I
fan
couldn't
made.
get-
Code Lyoko.
Code Lyoko is
At
better
least,
than the
at
one
least
I'm
Code
saying,
Lyoko is
man.
better. But at least this anime doesn't have that CGI bullshit. Cause at least the monsters here in the fights, even though they're the choreography, I can see that it's drawn. It's not oh my gosh. Why do they use CGI in so many fights?
It's cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper and it's faster.
It looks so bad. I don't know. Like they know they have talented animators there, and I know. I mean, money needs to come somehow, but like, come on, like this is a great example. This anime, like no CGI bullshit. Like even
Yeah.
the last fight, even though our protagonist lost badly.
You know, I think one of the reasons they can afford some of this stuff is they poured very heavily into making mobile games, specifically the gacha kind of games,
Gotcha game, yeah.
and so that probably brings them quite a bit of revenue. So that probably does them a lot of good.
Right.
Like the only things I heard of, like, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon after the first season was just like a bunch of gachas and mobile games, and I was like, come on, give me more story, not this.
Yeah, it's like Genshin Impact.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's basically it. Oh god.
There's an anime of Genshin Impact.
And there's also a manga, dude.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, we can actually. There's actually a manga here on Crunchyroll of Genshin Impact, bro. Where is it? But anyways,
Yeah, it looks very good. They have a lot of movement in it. You know, you can feel the intensity and the blows. And the music really gets you into it too. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
the fights.
the soundtrack.
The only complaint I have recently of the fights is that Belle's turned into a little bit of an Asta. He screams a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's how old?
15.
Yeah, I mean,
Around the same,
16.
but Asta got a big buff, man.
yeah, I mean, he got muscles
Now we
now.
got swole stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
He's even flying on his sword now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He's not as annoying as Asta, but
No, definitely not. But like, I just noticed like the second to last episode. You know, he's fighting the Minotaur,
yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that was
and he was doing it was basically trying to imitate like his first Minotaur fight, where he's like, fire Bacta! But it was just a little bit more screaming and stuff. I don't know. I was just like, man, Bell, like, recently, like, any serious fight, that's just what he does now. He screams.
yeah. I mean, that's a character development right there. I mean, basically, who's your favorite character? Like, mostly women.
Yeah, they're all women.
Women.
Yeah, I've really lately been into, like, samurai and, like, that kind of, like, culture. And so there's, like, a whole family in the anime that's just that, like, Japanese gods and you know, like samurais and ninjas and stuff. But it's the girl that joined the Hestia family. It was kind of like a samurai girl. You know what I'm talking about?
One that has purple.
Yeah. I just like her design and how she looks like. But otherwise, she's kind of like a background character,
She
really.
ain't that powerful.
No. I mean, really, like, the whole show kind of centers around Belle, and then occasionally they bring in, what's the name of the blonde girl that trains him?
I something with an A.
Anyway, yeah, around them two. So it's really hard to choose, like, a favorite character.
Yeah, I mean,
It's either you're part of the harem or you're not.
exactly. It's either one of it. So, yeah. This anime, even though, I like the opening of this last season the most. I don't know if you remember the previous ones. I don't know if the first opening was your favorite.
I remember the first one. The music of the first one is like iconic, I feel like.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm having trouble remembering the opening of the third one.
I skip open.
You skip
Yeah,
openings?
that's the thing.
Oh my God.
I binged season 3, so I skipped all those openings.
Well, at least for me, this season was not skippable. At least for me. There's other animes that I do the same. That I do like, let's just skip it. I just
I
wanna...
hear it once, and if it's not good, it just
Exactly. If it's not good, then
I think the only opening that I've like haven't skipped in a while was Fire Force's season 2 opening. Or maybe maybe it was season 1.
Season 1. Season 2 opening was not that good.
How many seasons does Fire Force have right now? Just 2?
Yeah, but 2, but it has like 2 parts of it. That's why each
I
season.
call
Right,
it a season
okay.
of episode 1 to 24.
Yeah, it was season 1's
They
opening,
divided
and
season 1 into 2.
Yeah, exactly.
and I think season 2's ending as well. Yeah.
For me,
Anyway.
I like them all, but I don't know. It's for me since I like those kinds of music and all that. At least for me, with this anime, the opening was kind of lit. At least unskippable for me.
Very cool.
So I do not remember the endings because I already.
You just skipped
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
that's
Nobody
what-
hears the endings, man.
No, either for this, but I don't know. I barely remember the ending.
See, the one thing about this anime though, this is the kind of anime that does have extra like scenes after the ending.
Yes, it does. Yeah, so it's either you skip the ending and this is like an after credits, or sometimes it's the ending is one of the scenes of the anime.
Yeah.
So
You just gotta be watching that timer, just being like, wait a second,
Exactly.
this ended too soon. There's like a whole
yeah,
5 minutes left or
Exactly
something.
the point. Exactly the point. Yeah. There was some couple of times that I was like, wait, there's something else over here. Sometimes I just forget about that, and so yeah. So there's a thing that for protagonists having gray or white hair are the coolest. Yeah.
Well, give me some examples other than this guy.
Yeah, this one is a bit different.
He's more of a cute character than
Yeah, exactly.
You
cool.
watched an anime called Arifureta?
That sounds very familiar.
The guy, he eats monsters and he turns his hair white.
I'm looking it up right
Yeah,
now.
me too.
I know this anime, but I don't feel like I've watched it. It looks like it belonged in something like
He has an eye patch and
yeah, and two guns.
it's an isekai. He goes into this world. His classmates betray him, and he's about to die. He eats monsters to survive and gets some new powers.
Okay, no, I have not watched this.
You gotta start. It's a very good anime.
Shinja needs to watch a lot of anime.
I do,
Yeah.
but
He needs to catch up on some really good ones.
yeah,
You
I've
haven't watched
become
that
a
either.
mainstream scrub recently. I'm watching Dr. Stone.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah.
And then because, like, just cause I'm watching stuff like The Hidden Dungeon Only I Can Enter.
Yeah, I'm watching that one too. I told Gabriel today to watch it.
Yeah. So.
But I need to watch better anime.
Watch Reydiou a Healer, man.
I don't know if that's better anime. That's,
Don't watch it with your wife though.
no. She must never hear any of this now.
This is between us, even though it's going to the internet.
That was borderline hentai, man.
I've heard.
You have to watch the uncensored version.
But it's more like, in the sense, it's more like the shield hero, in the sense that everyone betrays him and he wants to get revenge.
Gotcha. Okay. See, he's a cool character and has black hair.
Yeah. So he rapes everyone.
Okay. Wait, what? That's a thing that happens in Shield Hero or something? Or in, like,
just-
manga?
Just watch it.
Okay.
Don't question it.
I do want to question it,
But
but
watch it on Sim.
I don't know. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, I found the episode. Going back to is it wrong to try to pick up girls? Whatever. Where all these girls, he was in where was he again?
Problem.
Wait.
So he was being spied by what was the blonde girl again? Names again?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
like
remember.
she was spying on her, and then all the girls were like calling his name to go here. and there.
Oh, yeah, I know what episode you're talking about.
That's episode 10. I found it.
Right, where he's just standing in the middle of
Exactly,
the town.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. And like he's trying to get like the enemy's attention, but yet every girl shows up to him and is like, "I have something to tell you."
Bacon.
Yeah, it's the moment you realize like, what? He knows way too many girls.
Like, was this actually a filler? I can't
No,
tell.
that was part of the plot.
Oh, this was part of the plot.
Fillers are always the beach scene.
I mean, not too long after that, like they have the confrontation where what's her name shows up, the little monster girl.
Yeah. I mean, half of the episode was like girls were like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
I'm like rewatching the episode right now. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at these waifus. Oh boy.
If it breathes, it's a waifu.
Yeah. So yeah. So, would you recommend this anime?
Yes, actually. Even though like it's kind of like a stereotypical harem anime, I think the plot has a lot of interesting things to keep your attention on it, and actually like interested in seeing like what is being developed, seeing like more mysteries unraveled, and it's not full of ecchi stuff,
Right.
like it's a really tame anime, and you would think it would be different because of the name,
Right.
but it's actually enjoyable to watch.
So, is it recommendable to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Definitely. I mean, love is everywhere, right?
This food tastes terrible.
If we have dungeons in real life.
We're being
Yeah, there's just
It's called
there's different kinds of dungeons. Sex dungeons being the most popular, and
You know
they
about
could be
that, right?
bad, but they could be good.
Of course. So I fully recommend this anime. It's not too long. I mean, it doesn't have how many episodes in total?
Oh,
This season, each season is about 12, so
Yeah.
about 30 something,
Yeah, 30 something.
36.
I mean, in Wikipedia we can find that out.
let's see.
Well, Wikipedia, you got Crunchyroll
Yeah,
right there,
it's
man.
yeah, it's 35. No, 37.
37 plus 3 OVAs.
Yeah.
There's OVAs. I haven't even watched the OVAs.
They're on Crunchyroll.
The OVAs, yeah, exactly.
They're the critters.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So, this was actually. When was this first release?
Oh man, probably like
2013.
2011.
2013.
2013, I see here.
Wow. I felt like I was still in high school when this came out.
Yeah. That's long before you met Odakin, right?
About
No,
the same
no,
time.
I've met Odakin already.
Yeah. Dude, it's been years, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we known each other since 2012, 2011.
2011 was it, yeah. Wow.
You graduated on 2012.
No, we graduated 2013.
Yeah, 3 years.
Damn. So yeah, guys, I think this will be it. Fully recommend this anime. It's not too long, and it doesn't have CGI bullshit. So, yeah, I think this will be it. Thank you for listening. This has been Zarapunky,
And it
This
was
has been Shinja.
and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.